Hello and welcome to another SAP Ariba self-service video series. Today, I'll be doing a demo of receiving administration in Ariba buying. The goal of this video is to understand how to set up receiving types by commodity code and part number in the UI. Also, to understand how receiving types by commodity code can be set up through CSV file upload, and also to use the approval process management in Ariba buying to set up a receiver and asset receiver who would in turn be receiving the goods in your organization. As we log into Ariba buying, go to core administration, procure to pay manager, and in here receiving types by commodity code, click on create new and fill up the fields. The first one would be commodity code. Choose the right commodity code here. The other fields will be populated. The description can be updated, although this is optional. And the next field is called asset data required. If asset data needs capturing for this commodity code, you can check this. Then next, choose the receiving type that is appropriate for the selected commodity code. Condition tab can be updated with data only through CSV files. So we click save and the data is created. Now in the same menu option, core administration receiving types by part number, create a new entry, select the supplier, and on selecting the supplier, enter the part number and type in the description. Asset data required or not required can be selected here, and then we select the receiving type, and on selecting auto receipt you are asked to enter a threshold, then click save. To update the receiving type by commodity code through CSV files, we go to core administration, import export under the site manager option, and we export the current receiving type configuration in the system. As we export the file and open the CSV file in Notepad, we can add an additional entry to hold the definition line. This would be straight away below the header row. I have added a definition line here with definition line value as yes and the condition value as line items.supplier.unique name. Then we add the value of this definition line against the commodity code we added using the UI, which is our genetic resource protection services by amount. And in this line number 12, I add the value of the supplier in the appropriate column, save the file, and now this can be loaded back into the system. Back in core administration, data import export. This time we use the import option, click import and select the file that was just updated. The data load is complete now, and we can check our update under procure to pay manager, receiving type by commodity code, and search for the entry, and under the edit option, now we can see the value of the condition we added through CSV file on the UI. To set up a requester as a receiver for goods received, go to approval process, search for the received approval flow that is currently active, and in edit mode, click on add initial rule and add a new node with rule title description, and select the option add requester, enter the reason for the requester to do the goods receipt. This can be anything that is appropriate within your organization. Then to add an asset receiver who would add any needed asset data in the goods receipt, you can add another node to the receipt approval flow with rule title and description. And in the condition, select the predefined option. In here in the menu predefined, select the system condition from the drop down, that is receipt requires asset data. So this will pull in all the receipt that require asset data based on the configuration in the receiving type. You can add the appropriate group that will be doing the asset data while doing goods receipt, and you can provide the reason for the same. And in the approvable edit rule, click on all allowed and enable this rule. And in the action, make sure it is edit without effects. This means that the receipt can be edited without altering the approval flow. Thank you for watching. If you have any further questions, please contact your SAP Ariba Customer Engagement Executive or visit SAP Ariba Help for more information.